Guggenheim, Morrow, Ben. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Converstar Hat Trek cast.
Like Star Wars.
That's the next one, Converstar Hat Wars cast. Conversation, it's a trap cast. I feel like we've done that one.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
When Tezilius was on.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have written it down twice. That's unfortunate. I'm out of names, I think. Yeah.
With your hosts, Liam Twatbag and Ben Perfect.
Jesus fucking...
No, he's not on. He had to pull a sickie.
Jesus fucking.
Jesus fucking.
Well, he's probably up to no good. Boy, I do like to be on the Conversation Hat podcast with my friend. How's it going, Bon?
I'm going good. How's it going with you?
He's also good. I went to Mount Fitchett Castle the other day and I saw the first...
Check your eyesight?
To check my eyesight. What?
Oh, it's Barnard Castle.
Barnard Castle. Have you been? Have you been to Mount Fitchett Castle?
No.
No, okay. It's
I
a
don't
lovely...
believe so.
It's the only reconstruction of a Mott and Bailey castle on the site of a previous Mott and Bailey castle in Europe.
I have
Mott
more
and Bailey
questions.
Castle. A Mott and Bailey castle is... Was that one of the questions?
It can be.
A Mott and Bailey castle is just they take a bit of land. They pile some of the land up such that there's a moat with a hill in the middle.
Right.
And they take a bit more earth and they put a little bit more earth on one bit. So it's like two hills. There's a...
Okay.
The Lord of the Manor sits on the topmost hill. There's a fence around that. The peasants are on the slightly lower down hill. There's a fence around that.
It's King's Landing.
No, because this was
That's got hills. That's got
like,
a up bit, a middle bit, and a poor bit.
King's Landing is set like in sort of Renaissance Italy is what's pulled from here. This is more like the Normans.
Okay, but
1066.
for the geography and the levels.
Yes. For the sake of I don't think there's a moat there. It's on the sea.
It's on the sea. It's on the.
It's
on the black
half-moated.
water.
Mott and Bailey Castle. It's the only reconstruction on a previously existing Mott and Bailey site.
Cool.
Yep.
Why did you go there?
Because we're doing days out. Laura's got a lot of holiday to take. We were going to go to Sutton Hoo.
Sutton Hoo.
Yes, if you don't know who's buried there, it's Sutton Hoo. A joke that I make nearly every day. We were going to go to Sutton Hoo, but the roads are all flooded.
I don't know what that is either.
Sutton Hoo's a burial site.
Okay.
It's lots of mounds, but the thing about these mounds is that...
No castles.
No castles. No, it's a burial site. Lots of Saxon kings are buried in there, and I think they unearthed a Saxon king with his many jewels and belongings in like a long boat. So the mound was fucking huge. Yes.
Interesting.
Well, if it's Indiana Jones style, it's more sexy and like...
It's not, because there's a very young...
Very young.
There's... Oh, wait, no. That was in the original script. Indiana Jones was less nervous or less running away when the female students flirted with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Lovely.
I think that's...
Sure. Could be.
I feel like that's something that someone wrote and then someone else had to go, no. He wears a hat and he doesn't believe in magic regardless of the amount of magic he sees.
I don't think there were novelizations of Indiana Jones before the movies, were there?
No, I think we're thinking of James Bond.
James Bond, yes, probably. So we were going to go to Sutton Hoo, but all the roads in Norfolk were flooded because of the rain. So instead we went to Mount Fitchett Castle. It's Stansted Mount Fitchett is where Stansted Airport is.
Oh, that's fun. I went to Stansted Mount Fitchett the other day.
Wow. Did you?
Yeah.
No, you went to Stansted.
No.
No?
Well, I mean, yes. But I had to go from Stansted to Stansted Mount Fitchett.
Right, okay.
To then go to Cambridge. To then go to Norwich.
Yes, okay.
To then go home.
So Stansted Mount Fitchett is quite small, so you may have inadvertently seen bits of
I might
castle.
have seen the castle.
So we went there. What Stansted Mount Fitchett has, other than being the only Motte and Bailey castle in Europe on the site of a previously existing Motte and Bailey castle,
Is a train station.
no.
It does, I was there.
No, it does, but
I got the train
The
there.
thing that it has going for it is the mannequins. Ooh, the mannequins. The mannequins, they're not animatronic mannequins, but they do have a motion sensor, so they will talk to you, and you will not realise there's a mannequin there until someone's talking to you and you look up.
Up?
Yeah, up. Up, baby. Up.
Tall or hanging from the ceiling?
In the castle. When you go through, like, the gate.
Wait.
When you go through the gate, you know Castle Gate with the towers and the gate?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you go through the gate.
Am I thinking like the oil death hole or like Monty Python?
Sort of between the two. So he's pushing the window open of the battlement.
Right, okay.
Yeah, okay. So you're going up to the door and you're, "Oi, down there, say your name, then come on through." And we're like, "Fuck off."
Hello, fuck off!
Hello, fuck
On your
off.
way!
Loads of peacocks everywhere.
Nice.
You know what I call them? Piss sticks. Instead of peacock, it's a piss stick.
Really, it should be a bean
A
dick
bean dick.
because of how they spell P.
Legume cock.
Legume dick.
Yeah, you don't find that as funny as Laura does, never mind. The other thing that stands...
I just want it to be spelt properly.
Sure. The other thing that the Stansted Mount Fitchett had going for it on this particular Wednesday afternoon was 2 coaches full of school children. So it was 70 children, 9 teachers, me and Laura.
And you running around going, ha! Bean dicks!
Yeah, pretty much. And like every time we wanted to make a lewd joke, which was often having to be like, check over our shoulders.
Make sure all the children can hear this. They're going to learn some words.
But then I discovered like I'd never seen or heard Skibbity Toilet in the wild before, and the game that these 70 children were playing was going to the top of the king's bedroom, leaning out the window and yelling "Skibbity Toilet,"
As he would have wanted.
as he would have wanted.
Like the days of old.
They got the riz, I assume. I feel old. Skibbity Toilet, nonetheless.
Gyat.
Gyat, one and all, and a merry gyat to everyone. Yeah, sorry, I started talking about Mount Fitchett Castle, but we were going to talk about all the P. Diddy stuff.
Yeah. You
said something about oil, and I was like, oh, was it P. Diddy's house?
Yes, and I looked at you with confusion, and you went, "Oh no, he's not up to date."
He's not up to date with P. Diddy.
So I said, "Fuck it, let's hit the recording because this might be interesting." We are now a news source.
Oh no! Good God, no! Like, because then I have to. Can you imagine if news reporters had to try and remember everything?
That's what they do. That's their job.
I think that's true.
They know all things, unless they're Fox.
Yes. Well, Fox is an entertainment website. If you look at what it's licensed and taxed as, it's entertainment, not news.
So P. Diddy has been charged with basically he's doing an Andrew Tate.
On a much larger scale for a much longer amount of time. And Andrew Tate, I don't think, had a blackmail element to it.
So I know about the people trafficking and sexual assault. Is it sexual
Andrew
badness?
Tate. Yeah, basically being
allegations.
sexual wrong'un.
Yes.
And like trafficking people across borders to work as webcam models, things of this nature. Yeah. No, P. Diddy that is under investigation for yes, doing sexual wrong things. Sexual wrong things is like the funniest. I'm not going to write that as a title.
It's a very mild way of saying horrible things.
Yes, mild like that curry I had. That's a callback to the last episode we recorded. The investigators are like taking loads of stuff out of his house, and it was like gallons of baby oil. gallons, like an industrial sizes of baby oil, and just like suitcases upon suitcases of dildos. Just so many dildos. And he was trying to do like a blackmail thing, which in fairness, I think Eminem has been saying for some time. And there was lots of stuff about like, was Justin Bieber groomed in both senses of the word? And turns out probably. And the thing about creating blackmail tapes is that they can also be used as evidence that you yourself have done some fucked stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's how it's all come out, is that one guy was like, yeah, you're not going to publish that tape, go fuck yourself. And then he published it and then realised, oh no, I've incriminated myself in this blackmail. Ugh.
Oh no.
Which is fucking stupid. So pretty sure we're closer to knowing who killed Biggie and Tupac, but also Tupac's back, Ben. Have you seen? Tupac's back.
Whoa, right, okay.
Tupac's back.
I had things to say.
Okay.
And then you went somewhere else, and then then more. Because I was going to, you said about Eminem, and there's one of the songs where he spells rapper, but only with one P, and he says, "Oh,
Mr.
when he
P,
spelled
did
he
I?
Mr. P, did he?"
Yeah. Yes, that's yes.
So, and there's references in there's a joke in Supernatural. What likes virgins and golds? But I don't know, P Diddy. So it feels like there's, based on those two things and other little scribbly bits
you
that
get
I've
all
seen,
of your information about the world.
Supernatural and Eminem quotes. Yes. It seems like it might have been a bit of a Savile thing. Like people had suspicions throughout.
Yeah.
This, but then wait. So Biggie and Tupac. It's gone on that long? P. Diddy's that old?
Yeah. Puff Daddy.
It was Puff Daddy. Shit.
Sean Combs is both Puff Daddy and P. Diddy.
I knew that
they are one and the same.
Yes, I
Ben.
knew that. I remember when because it was just Puff for a while, and then Puff, Diddy, and then
Puffy.
just P, and then did, and then didn't, and then
guilty and not guilty.
And it's all very confusing. No,
Suitcases of
but
lube.
it's been so long since
Puff
Daddy that I forgot that Puff Daddy was. Yeah, that's very old. So what? P. Diddy killed Tupac.
So I'm gonna.
But he's not killed Tupac because you said Tupac's back.
Yeah, so we'll come to that in a second.
Okay.
So the whole
this is a lot.
I think I'm possibly going to get this wrong. There's Suge Knight and there's P. Diddy, and these were the people that sort of they were like the managers of their respective hip hop coasts. I think Suge Knight was. I am apologising to all the hip hop heads that are listening because I'm going to get this slightly ass backwards, but you'll get the gist. Suge Knight, I think, was the manager for Death Row in LA and therefore represented Snoop Dogg and Dre and Tupac. P. Diddy was the New York side and represented Biggie Smalls. I think I've got that the right way around.
Okay.
But it's not really important to the story, but that's the way around. And the whole thing is that I think Biggie got shot up and then Tupac got shot up, and the assumption was those things were like revenge for one another. So like the idea is that Suge Knight probably killed Biggie and P. Diddy probably killed Tupac is the sort of assumption. But it's also entirely possible that Suge Knight is in prison for killing someone else. But he did that himself. He didn't have someone else do it. It's also, there's a big theory that P. Diddy had both of these guys killed. Mm-hmm. His side, he had Biggie Smalls killed in order to sell more records, and then he killed Tupac because he could, or something. I don't know. There's like lots of conspiracy theories about it. It's very interesting. It's also very hard to remember the facts. That's the gist of it. Tupac's back.
Okay, so I've learned
So much stuff you'll never need to retain.
I don't know if I've learned anything
No.
other than Diddy is older than I thought he was.
Yes.
So how is Tupac back?
There's a guy on TikTok who claims fervently to be Tupac. And he looks a bit like him and he's about the right age. And if he doesn't genuinely believe he's Tupac, he's just saying it quite often.
Okay.
Or he is Tupac, I don't know.
Like how Trump said that he was like Abraham Lincoln.
It's exactly like that. I think there's less dementia in this case.
Okay.
So Tupac might be back. He also might not be back. I don't know if that would sell more records or less.
I feel that it would make it easier to make more records if he was alive.
That's true.
But I also feel that TikTok wouldn't be the way that this news would necessarily break. But then again, we found out that Emperor Palpatine was back during a game of Fortnite, so
Did we?
who knows? Yeah. That's how the Emperor being alive was announced.
Was it not the trailer?
No.
Oh.
It was in Fortnite first.
Why was it in what happened?
A lot of people, I think, asked themselves what happened.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Because I only remember hearing the Emperor's voice in the whatever the film was trailer.
Rise of Skywalker?
Sure. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Nah.
Yes, it's exactly the same as that.
Cool.
I mean, he couldn't exactly write a press release and take it to Fox News. So you're mad.
They're
Go
an
away.
entertainment.
They're an entertainment organisation. They go away, Tupac or whoever you are. Yeah, so that's Ben all up to date with Puff Daddy. The P stands for
Puff.
Puff. He's a puffophile. I don't know if that's the crime he's been accused of. That's why the Sugar Monster got cancelled.
Sugar Monster got cancelled because of plagiarism from the Mighty Boosh.
Oh, yeah. Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What happened?
The Mighty Boosh did little crimps, which were little, like, rappy songs.
Oh, yeah.
Like the super tasty soup, super spicy. I'm not doing any more. I could do all of them, but I'm not going
get
to.
copyright struck.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, it's more about the... Okay.
And then Sugar Puff's advert basically did one of those.
Okay.
Like, there's no way that they could have just...
They definitely just took it.
Like, they definitely just took it.
Wow.
So Mighty Boosh were like, fuck you, Honey Monster. And then in their second live show, they decapitate the honey monster with a giant hairdryer, and then Tony Harrison, the sentient space ball bag, bums him in the head.
Wow, okay.
Noel Fielding now does Bake Off.
I sort of miss the days of comedy where you could bum things. It's such an easy
He can still
punchline.
bum things.
I don't know. It seems like
He bummed her.
it seems like a wash with homophobia. I don't know.
No, it's just a funny way. Like,
just a
you
funny
don't have
way
to
to-
be gay to bum. That's a fact. You don't have to be gay to bum.
There's a Judas Priest song that goes, "You don't have to be old to be wise," and it scans very well with "You don't have to be gay
You
to be
don't
mum.
have to be gay to bum. Don't know
Rob
why you're not
Halford,
writing.
famous homosexual.
Don't know why you're not writing that down as a.
I think you know
episode
exactly why.
Because you don't have to be gay to bum. Let's go to the format, shall we?
Format, you say? I barely know her. Okay, so I think between us we might know what all three of these are. This is a question from Dan. Thank you for your question.
You Dan.
Moo Deng, Ray Gun, or Brat Summer?
I mean, there is an obvious correct answer, but what I will do first is ask what Brat Summer is. There was an album. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, Charlie SEX is doing Brat Summer. She's instigated the whole thing.
I don't think so anymore because it's not summer no
Brat
more.
Autumn, no. That was so. Brat summer's been and gone, so you better stop preparing. It was, I think, like the album. She had an album cover, and it was just like
it was a green with the word Brat on it.
That's it. Yeah.
I think it then got adopted, or that format got adopted by some. The kink community got into it. I think because the whole Brat stuff.
Yeah.
Ray Gunn was the Australian entrant for the Olympic breakdancing.
Yes, that is technically true, what you just said.
I think it's a historic nil point across the board.
Across the board, yeah.
I mean, there wasn't very much impressive breakdancing at the Olympics, I don't think. If you look at some of the street breakdancers, much more impressive. You want the spinning on the head and the flippy shit and the woo 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 zoom zoom zoom.
You want the b-boys.
You want it to be impressive, not to be, I suppose that this is that. Like, we know gymnastics, you need to hit a certain point, hold the pose and whatever, like that. So I assumed that the scoring system was the same. I don't really watch the Olympics. I've only seen bits of that.
Like, I care about sport insofar as laser tag and no further.
Yeah. But it was cool that was included, but it wasn't what I think a lot of people thought it was going to be. And Reagan, God bless her, did some weird shit.
No, not God bless her, fuck her. There's quite a lot going on here. No, definitely awful woman. There's quite a lot going on here with the whole ray gun stuff.
Oh, you're going to say that she's got all the baby oil, aren't you?
She was in one of Diddy's suitcases.
I thought it was just like a person who was just doing like Eddie the Eagle. I thought it was going to be a nice story, like Eddie the Eagle Edwards. I don't know what I'm doing, but
it's not like sex crimes or like human trafficking or Bitcoin or anything, but it's pretty bad. There's a lot to this. There's, for years and years and years, people have wanted there to be dance in the Olympics, right? So like there's been like this international plan to try and get dance into the Olympics in some way. The ultimate goal is to have competitive ballet. I'm just like, fucking strap some Stanley knives to those shoes. Let's do competitive ballet.
Wow.
That's what I want to see.
Combat ballet.
Comballet. That's ballet. Hard to spell. I want combat ballet. But they realised the steps they would need to take, the most likely way to end up with ballet in the Olympics is to start by trying to get breakdancing into the Olympics, because it has more parallels with stuff that is already competed.
Sure.
This is the argument.
There are a standard set of moves that can go from one to another. Yes. There's a technique to it. There's a long list of boxes that you can tick because they did this well, this less well.
And if you get breakdancing in there, you can then it's a slippery slope argument towards ballet.
You can then
basically. Okay, so that's one thing, and I think they're sort of thinking, oh god, like people are only talking about breakdancing in the Olympics in terms of this ray gun woman. So they're now like, that could be it for dance in the Olympics because it's gone so horribly wrong. Ray Gun herself, she created the I'm going to get the name wrong, but the gist is the Australian Institute of Breakdance. She created that.
Okay.
Made her husband the director, and then became the Australian nominee for breakdancing. She cannot breakdance. She is bad at it. She competed at the national level and won in the competition adjudicated by her husband, director of the company that she made. Also,
this is very much a Rishi Sunak, my wife doesn't pay tax sort of thing.
Yes, but except it involves breakdancing, so it means something to me. Yes, so she nepotism. She basically like put herself there so she could flop around like a diabetic fish. I don't know if the diabetic community flop. It was the first word that sprang to mind. That wasn't a slur. I
mean, I imagine a diabetic fish would have a hard time getting hold of insulin.
Yes, it would die soon,
Difficult
I
to get your
imagine.
pen in when you've not got opposable thumbs.
That's true. So that's ray gun.
And
Fuck that woman.
Okay, so it's not ray gun. I mean, the correct answer is Moo Deng.
Yes, I only learned what because I've seen the pictures of the fucking hippo.
It's not a fucking hippo. It's the result of 2 fucking hippos. Moo Deng is a little baby hippo that everybody loves because it's just a little ball of hippo chaos.
I've seen the fucking hippo, but I didn't know it had a name until yesterday.
Yeah.
So ray gun, fuck that woman. Brat Summer, I don't have a problem with it. I sort of resent the amount of brands that jumped on in there to do like their whatever stupid take, and the first 2 to do it, like, yeah, fine, fair enough. But then every company got on board with like, and none of them were doing Brat first summer. So what's even the point? Thank you. So Brat Summer, fine. I don't think it's for us. I think it's for the youngins. I think it's for the young women who are looking for role models and a summer of like self-propellant.
Could it be like it's
Self-determinism.
Because there's like the hot girl summer.
Yes, it's Brat Girl Summer. It's
So
the
I
same,
think it's
yeah.
it's an evolution or something of
yes.
that. Fine with either.
Yeah,
Fine with
you
both.
crack on. I don't think it's for us.
I think that's a
that's
very
fine.
fair middle. It's not close to ray gun, but nothing can reach the dizzying heights of Moo Deng, I think.
No, I think so.
Who doesn't want a little hippo that looks like he'd be screaming everywhere?
So thank you for your question, Dan. I think the answer is Moo Deng. Why does the world like this fucking hippo so much?
Because it's adorable.
Sure, but like penguins are also adorable.
Okay. There's that massive penguin.
Yeah, okay, there is that massive penguin, but he's not quite as popular as Moo Deng.
No, but that's because Moo Deng is a big thing that's very small, and the penguin is something that should be small but is very, very big.
So when I said to Laura, "Hey Laura, what's Moo Deng?" her reaction was, "Oh, he's small and slippery."
Yeah.
Is the moist nature of this fucking hippo part of the whole deal?
I think there's videos of the handlers trying to get Moo Deng to, I don't know, have a bath or be not where they're not supposed to be.
Trying to move the hippo.
Trying to move the hippo, and the hippo will just go and escape and run away.
Okay, I'm starting to get the appeal of Moo Deng.
Yeah.
Right, fine, absolutely fine. I think Moo Deng then, that's easy.
I'll show you some Moo Deng videos later.
Oh no, I've seen the Moo Deng videos, I just didn't really get the appeal.
Well, this is a chaotic little hippo nugget.
Right. Okay, fine, whatever. It's Moo Deng then, isn't it?
Always Moo Deng.
Fine. What a year we've had. Ben, do you want to pull another question out?
Sure thing, buddy. Bud.
Wow, you seem to have had a stroke there.
You can sacrifice a toe to forget a single fact or memory. How many toes do you lose? How many toes does the standard human being have?
I think it's 10.
Just to make sure I've not done this before.
It's the same the same as the standard number of liquids that leave the human body.
So it's 10.
10.
Cool. Just making sure I've not played this game and forgot. I think it would be a bad idea to forget a fact.
Why would you I need to backtrack. Why would you not know the number of toes?
Well, because if I'd forgotten the normal number of toes...
How would you have forgotten that?
By sacrificing a toe.
Oh, I see.
So then if I think that there's 9, and you go, no, there's 10, then I have lost a toe for no reason.
Can I deviate to tell you about a TikTok that I saw?
Sure.
It's the nature of this show. It's so a great TikTok. I haven't seen anything else of this show. They could be garbage people. But it just goes, when I click my fingers, you will forget that you were ever gay. Like, I wasn't gay, exactly.
No, I've never been gay, if you say so.
Quite right.
No, I have never been gay. Sure, you can't just do that. I was never gay. I've not forgotten that I was gay. Oh, yeah.
Yep. So it's the
Yeah,
funniest
it's
thing.
the immediate gaslighting.
Because it happens so quick. Yes,
Yeah,
anyway.
no, I really enjoyed that.
So good. Anyway, sacrifice a toe to forget. So you currently have 10 toes, which means we've not done this yet.
Yes. I think that to forget a single fact, I think that's dumb.
I'm sure we could stretch that to mean like a single event from your past, a single...
Or what, like a memory.
Yes.
Right. So a memory
Yes.
would make sense.
Okay.
A fact, something that other people will know and you can easily stumble across
Relearn,
it.
yes.
Then I think you've just wasted a toe.
Because you could easily stumble across that same fact. You could relearn it.
If you wanted to say, forget that J.K. Rowling is the poo head,
Yeah.
that's going to come back to you and you'll have slightly worse balance.
Well, we don't know because she's currently getting sued and doesn't have Twitter right now.
I haven't had Twitter for years, but I'm still aware of the fact.
She hasn't tweeted anything horrendous since the whole... there was the Olympic boxer and she was like, that's not a woman. And now she's being sued by that woman.
Fair.
So hasn't put anything on Twitter because she might libel herself again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she may have been...
But you know, you can forget a fact and then relearn it.
Yes.
In just the way that you already knew it. The way you learned it in the first place, I suppose. So I think it would have to be memory.
It would have to be memory to be effective. I mean, like, here's the thing, man. Like, I do have, like, specific core memories from my adolescence. Oh, let's say years 15 through 22 of, like, just cringe upon cringe, things I shouldn't have said, things I shouldn't have done, and I would like to... But there's so many of them. And, like, every night as I'm drifting off to sleep, it's like a show reel of things I'd forgotten until just now, apparently. 10 toes wouldn't be enough to get rid of all of them. I could certainly pick a top 5, but they would be hard to choose between. And, like, if I stop reliving those 5, there's going to be another 5 that I remember.
I think it would be cringe stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think only matters if other people witnessed. Or at least, like, if, say you, I don't know, shit yourself on your own, no one knows about that other than you.
Those don't replay in my head.
So to get rid of that, no one knows about that, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, there would be so many... I don't think there's anything so big that... I don't think there's anything so big that I could just poo-poo it without it being a fact or something that I would... You wouldn't want to Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind this, where you're like, there must be something that I've forgotten because of my lack of toe. I need to find out what it was.
Is there... Okay, I'm going to get really fucked here. Bear with. Is there something really heinous that you kind of want to do, but you're only not doing because you couldn't live with yourself afterwards? I think the answer's going to be no.
I'm pretty sure the answer's no.
Yeah, because it's not the, like... I don't want to not murder people. Hang on.
No, I think I know where you're going with this. Is there something that you would want to experience, i.e., pushing an old person in front of a train?
Yes.
But you wouldn't do. So you want to perhaps let an intrusive thought win and then forget about that because of the guilt.
Yes.
However, again, that would be such a big thing that it would be a fact. Someone's going to be like, you did this, and you'll be like, no, I don't, and then you'll look down at your flip-flopped feet and be like, oh no, I've only got 8 toes. I must have pushed 2 pensioners.
Okay, so here's the thing. I guess, like, if there's a situation where you know you could get away with it, you know that the only person that's going to know this happened is the person that's now dying because of what you've done.
Because of the train.
Or something that you do to yourself. I don't know. Like, there's lots of, like, you go to a police auction, you can pick up barrels of lube and dildos now for, like, no money. P. Diddy. So
you're suggesting what?
I want to sit on 400 dildos, but I don't want to remember it. I don't know. I'm just trying to use my imagination.
But then you would have done that.
Yeah.
You would have lost a toe, and then you would still probably want it. You'd still want to do it because you wouldn't have known if you wanted to do it. No, I don't think there is anything.
No, what I'm saying is you do it and you have the option to forget. You do it knowing that, okay, I can do this, and if the guilt is too much, I can just lop a toe off and we're good. I'd be like, ooh, why have I lost a toe? Well, I also lost 4 hours last Sunday, so there's probably related. Let's
I
not
don't
worry
think
about it.
if I had the curiosity and the means to buy that much lube and 400 dildos, as you said, I don't think that I would feel guilt about experimenting with what certain parts of the world have to offer. And also, I would then... there might be like oh no, why have I got all of this lube and these dildos in my house? Why can't I remember? That I would probably feel more concerned with than I would feel guilt. I don't think I'd feel guilt about that example.
I think I'd like to have the option to do it in the future in case I happen to accidentally do something I feel bad about.
Oh, I thought you meant the dildos thing. I was like, well, that's Liam's Christmas sorted.
There's an abundance of dildos.
Loads of dildos. No, I don't think there's anything that I would...
I'd like to have the option just in case. I'm not planning anything. Wink to the camera. But it's good to know you can forget if you need to. What I was trying to think is that, like, okay, is it interchangeable? So can I choose which memory to forget? So I'm imagining a situation where I'm on a crowded train. I do a really big fart, and I'm like, oh, that was embarrassing. I don't know any of these people. Like, I could just forget that. So I've already lost a toe. So I've forgotten something in the past. I'm going to replace that memory with this one. It's like, oh no, I killed all those orphans for fun. Because then you remember the thing that you forgot previously. Yeah. And then you go on like a fucking blood-fueled rampage across Norfolk. And like, that was good. Luckily, I can forget. Replace the memory, oh, I farted on a train.
What you're doing feels very much like the Dark Urge playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with I will have 10 toes. I won't lose any toes. I think that mistakes you make are lessons and you learn from them. I think embarrassment and cringe things are things that you need to go through to become a more well-rounded person. You need to learn how to deal with these things. I think just ignoring them and forgetting them is a bad. So, no, I will have all my toes. Thank you very much. Although, I do have one toe that annoys me. From where I've broken it, and it's like under the other toes, and I've still not
right. You could forget how annoying your toe was.
I could, I could just cut the toe off.
No, you'd have to remember something. You have to forget.
I'd have to forget something.
Forget that humans are supposed to have 5.
10.
Per foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 per foot.
10 per foot.
I'd probably forget something. What did I have for breakfast yesterday?
Yeah, fine.
That's fine, because then it's just free cosmetic surgery for me.
Fuck growth. I would like to have the option to forget something and replace it every now and again.
I thought you were insulting me there and calling me a fuck growth.
You're a fuck growth.
Fuck growth.
Well, we're all like...
Yeah.
I grew too much.
We're all slippery baby hippos in the end. I can hear the drum kit from next door.
Wowzers trousers.
Wowzers trousers?
Have I never said wowzers trousers?
No, have you from 90s CBBC?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, wowzers trousers.
Yeah, I say wowzers trousers all the time. That's fucked it. You've never heard it. You must have lost a toe.
I must have lost a toe.
I forgot about wowzers trousers.
Well, that would be something good to forget about, though.
Yeah, every time.
If you forget watching Lord of the Rings, so you could rewatch it for the first time.
I would forget the DVD An Audience with Billy Connolly. Because that first time around is the funniest fucking shit you will ever eat. It's the whole one with the incontinence pants that you're at the disco and you can like tie the trousers up and you're just sloshing around.
Sloshing about.
Or the large boot that you can put both your feet in. I'm going to be so sad when Billy Connolly dies, man.
It's not happening.
That's like my Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett wasn't my Terry Pratchett when Terry Pratchett died. Because I hadn't read any of the books.
Oh, really?
No, not until he died after.
Interesting.
It was Rick Mail for me.
Rick Mail was your Rick Mail.
Yeah, I cried when Rick Mail died.
Terry Pratchett was a lot of people's David Bowie. David Bowie was a lot of David. Yeah. Billy Connolly is my Rick Mail. Yeah. It's going to be sad. I'm going to watch... Probably not any of the comedy. I'm going to watch those really quaint shows where he would like ride his motorbike naked through Australia.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then play the banjo under a tree.
Billy, if you're being shown this and you want to get your bummage down onto the Conversation Hat podcast, send us a incontinence pad.
I will pay for us to come to LA.
Is he in LA?
He's in LA.
Very fancy.
That's where he's staying.
Yeah, let's go.
I will take us to LA.
I've not had an In-N-Out burger for years, and I would like to have another one. And if we can meet Billy Connolly at the same time and hang out with him, that would be grand.
I will be focusing on meeting Billy Connolly. So
I'm just there with a load of burgers. Hello.
Ben's living his best life.
I liked you in How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh yeah, of course. I would do two things. I would pay for us to go to LA, and I'd probably not bother with any more podcasts if we did some with Billy Connolly. So if you're watching this, Billy, and you want it to end, you have the power. He's learning. Wowzers trousers. He's doing a great job. Ben, I have two titles to choose from, but we're going to do socials first. The podcast is Convo Hat Podcast on all the places. You can watch little videos of us doing our stupid stuff. Yes, waving at the camera. You will not see that. Well, you see that on the YouTube, I guess, because that's what we do there. Ben, where are you online and why?
Instagram, Spike Pearson, Pierson. Why? Because...
Smashing. LT Guitarist for me, I probably spend most of my time on Instagram. I'm doing YouTube stuff again. It's okay. I don't mind it. There is the new Stab Panda series of I have been forced to create this content against my will because I am a product of capitalism.
One of them's about the Conversation Hat.
It is the most recent one.
I've not watched it yet.
It's fine. You basically know what happens.
I was there.
You're here. Two titles. Comballet. And The Curiosity and the Means.
I'll be honest, I can't remember the poo or bottom one or whatever it was that I said from earlier, which I thought was funny.
Comballet?
No, the other one.
Poo or the bum?
Yeah.
What was the poo or the bum?
Can't remember.
Wasn't that the last episode?
You didn't write it down.
It was the last episode, wasn't it?
No, it was this one, and you said that you weren't writing it down.
Oh, I can't remember that.
Yeah, so probably the bottom one.
You want The Curiosity and the Means?
Yeah.
And Comballet is the subtitle. This has been a production of Mind Your Business.
Goodbye.